Okay. Hi, everyone. So, uh, I'm thanking Dr. Nikita Kanakia the first thing today for being here. Happy Women's Day, Nikita. Thank you for joining me today. Yeah. So, to all our viewers who are there, a very happy Women's Day to everyone today. And I'd like to share a bit about why we are having this session or what is it that I am planning. So, a few days back, I had a client come into the DM to ask what goes on in the session. And for a little while, it felt, how do I explain it? It's such a long process. And yet, it is very simple. So, instead of putting it, I realized that yes, this is some area where people might need awareness. And that is the reason why I have this show, which I'm calling it Tell Me About It. Because I feel that these four words are magical words. They are an invitation to people to kind of come in and s- get support. Okay, this is something that I think everybody in our life wants to talk, wants to share, but we don't know what really goes into it. So that is why this is like a gift. Okay, and right, right. Okay. So this is like a gift to women from me. As in, we are going to have these live sessions. We're going to have a demo of how a session unfolds. So no pretense, no nothing. It's basically taking the session, taking the skill, and just demonstrating it right away. So as I said, I am grateful that Dr. Nikita Kanakia is putting herself courageously in the space to bring a concern, to share a concern, and let us do this. Right. So thank you again. Right. And tell me about it is a magical word. So I will be asking that frequently in our sessions. Viewers, if they want to know, I am a counseling psychologist. I am an internationally certified coach. I have been working in this field for like almost 1996 onwards. So I have taken countless sessions, I have presided workshops, and right now everything is online. So there is an international and national store where all my work is stored. If you want, you can kind of take a tour and understand that. Yes, I have recently come up with an audio course. This particular audio course is again dealing with fears. And that is something that I see a recurrent theme. So I've put together an audio course on Unleash Your Inner Adult. So people can find it there. So just take a tour on the store that I have, a little one. But right now, back to this business. Uh, we are going to speak to Dr. Nikita Kanakia. She'll introduce herself, right? But I want the viewers to also understand that she's a young mother and there's a 5.5 year old running around looking for attention. So if he joins our session, let's welcome the little one also. Yes, with that, over to you, Dr. Nikita. Tell us a little about yourself.
First of all, thank you for having me here. I am Dr. Nikita Kanakia. I am by profession a dentist, and as Sonal already mentioned, I am a mother to a 5-year-old. Yes.
Okay. So tell me, Nikita, what are your expectations around this exercise that we are doing today?
So Sonal, now I have known you for a good time now, and as we would say, you are the one who made me acknowledge that it's okay not to be okay. So that was a very good acknowledgement for me. And I started practicing that. And since I'm a perfectionist all the time, to process the fact that this didn't go as per my planning, was a little bit difficult for me. And that is the time when I started coming across your posts, and that personal uh, thing where I could remind myself that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay if it didn't work according to how you had planned. So I would not call myself a control freak, because by so many years now I was staying in a joint family, and also that awareness had come that nothing goes according to our ways all the time. But still, that self critic in me was continuously at the back of the mind. No, it didn't happen the way I wanted. No, it didn't happen. Even if it is a small the thing, like I've cooked a dish and I've been cooking it for years. But if this time it didn't go well, I would have that thought, why, what happened, what happened. Then that reminder that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay if that dish didn't turn out good this time. There is always a next time, and I know next time it is going to be good. So that thing helped me a lot.
Okay.
So that is where your small snippets always help me, and that is how I today took the opportunity to connect with you in a wider way, more elaborate way. Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for giving us a peek into your, uh, how do you say, landscape. Where what I'm gathering is that you're saying that my post, and so thank you so much again for stopping by and reading my post. All
Yes.
right. So you shared a very important part of yourself, that there would be times where you would feel that things had to go a certain way, and then you would feel, not so very. Sometimes things not going your way, and you start feeling. But then my post have made you realize that it's okay. We can take, we can take a break from all of this. So tell me, in the next 30 to 40 minutes, what will be a valuable use of your time?
I look forward to some tips from you that are very specific to my obstructions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is what I look forward to. As I share, I would love to have your views on them.
Okay, so you're looking for some tips, especially where certain obstacles. But if you had to like kind of, what would you want to happen in the next 30 or 40 minutes for you?
I would like to have more clarity
Mm-hmm.
about what I want to do next. Like if I'm overcoming those obstacles,
Okay,
how it would take me forward.
all right. So what you're saying is that you would like some clarity, and if you're talking about obstacles, what would they be?
So my biggest obstacle has been one. I told you that it is the perfectionist attitude that I have, that I'm already working on. But
Mm-hmm.
we constantly need that motivation or reminders to be gentle on ourselves first, be kind to ourselves, and then we can display those qualities to others. Like now, I have a child, so I always feel that if I'm not kinder to myself, I will be harsh on him as well. So that is where I tamed down myself a lot. So
Okay.
that is one thing that I am in the process of. But a friend or a counselor or a guide always, the path becomes more clearer, right? Rather than you doing it all the time on your own. But if
Mm-hmm.
you have someone, like I have someone like you, so if there is somebody with us, who can understand us, we can express ourselves judgment free. That is when it becomes more easier, smoother.
All right.
For me, I would say it has become smoother with your tips that go back in my mind. Instead of that criticism, the affirmation started popping up, So that is something. So one is perfectionism. The other thing is procrastination. I do that. I give priority to other things, and I keep myself last. Just like all the women, I think we have
Mm-hmm.
to work to put ourselves before others. So that is one thing I've been trying now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So these two, I think, the two P's.
Yeah, the two P's. All right. So you let's start with that part where you said that I want to have clarity, right? So first thing, if let's say we have a TV screen in front of us, all right. Let's first list down what does this clarity mean to you. if you are looking at that whole picture, okay, what is you doing that will make you realize that yes, I'm very clear here?
I think you need to ask more what
Yeah.
you,
Okay, so you said I'm looking for clarity,
yeah.
right? And then you segued into that as a mother, I realize that, if I don't bring kindness to myself, I will not be able to be a very great role model to my kid. And that is your propelling force of this whole transformation. You also brought in that, okay, perfectionism is one thing and procrastination is another thing. That is like the obstacle. So if these two obstacles have to be removed, all right, what would you see? What is the person in you, the clear person, doing?
The clear person is, living a life that achieves
Mm-hmm.
more than like out of the mind, implying or achieving what is just in the mind, rotating and rotating.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that, instead of just thinking and analyzing and over analyzing, I'm doing it. So that is where I want to go from, doing less to doing more,
Mm-hmm.
doing things that I'm already doing in a more efficient way.
Okay, amazing. So doing something in a more efficient way, whatever you are doing, more. Let's bring this closer. All right. If you had to give a name to this doing, what is it that you are doing?
Okay. So again, there is so much on the plate, Uh, so distractions is one of them, and
Mm-hmm.
prioritizing what I want to pick first,
Hmm. Okay.
and then working on it, because as by now I've understood that we cannot be jack of all trades. We have to master everything one by one, and
Mm-hmm.
then we can say that no, I am here, I am somewhere in
Mm-hmm.
this particular field. So as a
Mm-hmm.
mother, if I would say, I have been trying to be a better person, a better mother. So that is where, that is one thing. I'm also looking forward to unschooling my child. So I've
Mm-hmm.
given myself a year more, since he will be in senior KG now. And then
Okay.
by first, I am thinking of it. But I am taking cues from him. That is one thing. The other thing is, I want to take my career forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that is another thing. So now my dilemma is, if I am going to unschool him, I will have to give a lot of my time again to his path. To be
Mm-hmm.
like, it is a wholesome thing. It is not like something that you pick him off and then he's on his own. That is not going to be the case.
Right.
So working on both the things and prioritizing it. So I've also been in connection with a lot of unschooling moms. One of it is you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
so that is also a motivation for me from you, where you have done it very very successfully. So yeah, so that dilemma is always there. If I'm advancing my career, I will have to give lot of time to that.
Okay.
In the mid time, if I want to unschool him, that is where I will also have to give time. So I'm just wondering in 24 hours whether I'll balance my home, be a support to my husband who has a traveling, quite a lot of traveling job.
Okay.
So whether I'll support him, whether I will look after my child, or I'll do my thing, which is, I don't want to leave dentistry and connecting dentistry holistically to sustainability and all. So that
Okay.
is again something that I'm working towards.
Hmm. All right.
In bits and pieces, I'm all there, but there are so many paths that I will take a step or two on this, take a step on two on this, and then I'm again back and again on that path. Yes,
Hmm.
that is how
Okay.
it is.
Yeah. So if a metaphor that comes for me is like we used to play this game of rivers and rocks. Yeah. So what you are describing is that you are putting your one leg on one rock, and then you're thinking, can I go on that rock also? Can I? Oh yes, this one. Oh yes, this one. All right. So you have shared one simple word right now, that you say that I am a mother who is kind to my child, is planning to unschool my child, and am aware of the time investment that will be required in that thing. Okay, that is the mother we spoke about, right? Now you spoke a little about your dentistry. All right. Can we bring that close, the goal closer here? So, if you're seeing in that area of dentistry, all right, what do you see yourself doing?
Um, presently, I see myself doing patients on a in a clinical setup, like on a one-to-one basis. Okay, the patient comes, they have their symptoms, I treat those symptoms, and the patient pays and goes away. And this is, that repeat type of a thing. So I want to work, I see myself working as a person who treats the core problem and not just the symptomatic problem.
Okay.
And my goal, as in,
Mm-hmm.
if we say 5 years from now or something, 10 years from now, I see myself as working in a more uh, mass approach
Okay.
way and not a one-to-one way. So I need to outline my path that way.
All right. So, as a professional, now you're looking at it and you're very clear that I am a person who works with the crowd, the mass, right? And I do not, I am a person who does not just treat the symptoms, but I treat the whole person. Am I putting that correctly? That is what you're saying.
Yeah, so for me, just like it's okay not to be okay is a phrase that keeps helping me.
Mm-hmm.
There is, in my field, it is said that oral health is overall health.
Right.
So that is what I want to work on and bring more awareness about.
All right.
Because if you see, there is MBBS degree and then there is BDS degree. So from the education portion only, they teach it separately.
Hmm.
But actually, the oral cavity is the window to our whole body.
Okay.
So that is known as functional dentistry.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the area that I want to work on. And it is not taught in India, it is taught abroad.
Okay.
There are diploma courses and all that goes around out of India.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one more obstacle, that if I want to go forward in those fields, I will have to travel outside India for that. So
Hmm.
I'm figuring out ways.
Okay. So this is the you want in the whole area of where you want to work. You also see yourself going abroad or going out, right? So now back to this part where we are talking about obstacles. The two P's you mentioned, right? Procrastination and perfectionism, right? Right now, let's look at first the what are the two things that you would like to look at? Perfectionism or procrastination first?
So what we are talking about is more related to procrastination,
All
because
right.
for for our minds, what I feel is when there is too much on the plate, when you have more options, you are more confused, kind of a thing. So when I get into that analysis paralysis thing, no, what next for me, what next for, is it me or is it my son whom I need to give importance to? Of course, both will go hand in hand. Logically I know that, but when I am in that thinking mode,
Hmm.
it finally ends up with nothing. and
Okay. Yeah.
and
All
it
right.
is kind of procrastination that we would say.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So let's look at procrastination in a very holistic way since you believe in the holistic part. Let's first look at how is it an asset for you?
Come again, what did you say?
How is it an asset for you? Normally, we look at procrastination as something that is, a detriment.
Yeah.
But if you had to look at it, then how is this procrastination helping you?
Yeah. So if we do not use the word procrastination, because it is a negative word that we kind of put it, I would say that before my son, life was very hectic, being in a joint family and then also practicing my dentistry full time. So it was so hectic. The minute you are, the first alarm goes in the morning, you are like, I now have to do this, I have to do that. And till the time I sleep, there were things on my mind, but by nature I am a very calm person.
Mhm.
So after that, COVID also happened and things slowed down, you know. So I loved the slow life. I just loved. So procrastination is not about that, but at least it is not about achieving something in a proper frame of time. Like there is no pressure whatsoever. I enjoyed my son's milestones because I took a back seat from my full time dentistry, and also in the meantime we became nuclear. So that so many of my pressures were just taken away, and I started loving my life. But again, that comfort zone became my obstacle again and again. Now I have that kida, that now I want to do a lot more. Like I can't keep
Right.
going this way.
Okay, so what you're saying is that during COVID, it kind of the languishing or the kind of lazy lifestyle or whatever suited you and you liked because it
It
allowed
was
you to.
not lazy because my son was a
Right.
toddler and he had just begun to crawl and then walk. So it was not lazy. It was also
Yeah.
sleepless, but it was slow. It was a slow life.
Yeah, so I apologize for using that lazy word. What I did mean is that it was more of backseat of the career,
Yeah.
right? No performance, no pressure, no
Kind of
getting
much
ahead.
needed break. Yes.
Yeah, it was more of a motherhood and enjoying the child growing up.
Yes.
But now that the child is a little bit more independent for you, you start thinking that okay, now what had gone behind needs to come forward.
Yes.
Yes. So in that, all right, your second P, let's bring in that. How is your perfection playing a role?
Perfection is again a good thing for me, but I since I'm an overthinker, we can say that I tend to overdo perfectionism, and then I
Mm-hmm.
have to pull myself back and say that here it was okay if it didn't go the way it was supposed to. So yeah, if somebody says that I have to be somewhere at 8 o'clock, so
Mm-hmm.
it should be 8.0. It cannot be
Okay.
8:01, 8:02. It doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is this particular. So how does it now help you? Like we looked at procrastination. How has perfectionism been helping you?
Oh yes, it is an asset because otherwise I would not have been treating my patients the way I have.
Mm-hmm.
That because it is very intricate. My work is very very intricate, and if it is not perfect, uh, it will not be a good thing for my patients as well as my mind.
Right. So you do see it as a valuable skill.
Of course, yes.
Where is it kind of stopping you?
The times when I overdo it, yes.
What do you mean when you say I overdo it?
Just like I said, when a dish doesn't go well, then
Mm-hmm.
there is no need to criticize me because everybody around is like, chill, Nikita. It's okay if the salt was more. It's okay if it was overcooked or undercooked. Next time we know that you make it well, So everybody else is fine. It's just me who has a problem with myself.
Right. So where is it going into your area of work? Like where right now we are speaking about you bringing your work forward, right? And I heard the word over analysis, overthinking. So where it comes to the area of your work, where is this particular trait of criticizing inside, even though when others are not, you are criticizing yourself, is what you're saying. So how is this trait preventing you from going forward and shaping the career that you are like wanting to bring ahead?
Yeah, so as for example, if I told you that I want to go forward to the masses, right? So the one beautiful tool that we have is social media. But even if I want to post one post, I have the material ready. I
Mm-hmm.
won't post it. I will take videos of myself and I'll feel like this is missing, this is missing. But again, you had said that starting is more important than thinking. The taking that first step, making the ball roll is what is more important, and then
Mm.
we can improve on ourselves. But for me, it is not like that. I have to overcome it. Otherwise, I'll keep rethinking. No, how can I make it more valuable? How can I add or how can I subtract what is not needed? So that there it is an obstruction.
Okay, so you were saying something about social media that it's important to start. So you have any thoughts around starting? Like you said, I make videos and I stop. So if you had to dial down this sense of perfectionism that you are stating, what would you do? If
Oh,
this goes out of the way totally, what would you do?
I would start making more content on the main ideology that I want to put forward. That is, oral health is overall health.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, there is one more area that I am working on is the sustainable practices that we can take up in dentistry. So that
Mm-hmm.
is again more clinical based. That is for the dentists, where we use a lot of disposables because that for the hygiene purposes. So that is one place where I need to, or I am already working on it. So I feel that if it is going forward to a lot more people, it will bring quite a change in the amount of waste that we produce.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
is.
So it becomes very important goal that not only are you serving just your own cause, you're also contributing to the larger sustainability, right? So as you say, what is becoming clear for you?
The thing is, again, that is the procrastination that we talked about. It comes back to that I have everything on what I want to work for, what I'm already working on. I have been in talks with some researchers, some biologists, but then there is no going forward. They happen in some snippets, bits and pieces here and there, and then I'm again back to my motherhood or back to balancing my routine work and the home. So managing that and prioritizing is something that I need to focus on.
Okay. So how do you focus on that?
I think it would be better if I divide my time, that for this much time I'll only do this thing, and this time I know that my son is at home, so that particular time is for him. If cooking takes an hour, then that time is just for that. That
Okay.
way, using my time more efficiently, I think I would be
All right. So
using it.
yeah, you recognize this that if I use my time efficient. So
Especially,
if I have to like kind of separate this a little bit, yes, and I bring it like how important this is for you. You said that nothing is happening specifically. I talk to researchers and then I'm back to something else. Now your child is growing up and you plan to unschool the child, right? What if the child says that I'm learning numbers but I'm forgetting my alphabets? Or I am learning science but now I back with the maths. So if you had to teach your son to streamline, what would you do?
yeah, I would ask him to, give more time to things where he thinks that he's lacking, and he should know that.
Okay. So if like we have one, two Nikitas within you. One is the one that is like, we'll do it tomorrow, we'll not do it, we are thinking around it. And then there is this one streamlining Nikita. What will she say to you right now about your next 2 weeks?
Um, I'll have to think about it.
So let's bring those two Nikitas here. Okay, there is one Nikita, streamlined one, the wise one. She knows what needs to be done. All right, and then there is this Nikita. He's like, not happening, not doing. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'm not ready. All right, and we are not going very far. Let's just take 2 weeks. What will you do in the next 2 weeks? Okay, that will make you feel you are very clear, focused, streamlined.
Okay. So if I want to say it here, I would say that I want to put out more content, right? For which I already have jotted down topics. That if I want to bring one topic, like twice a week, if I want to put topics out, then I have say 10 to 12 topics already jotted down where the content which I want to
Mm-hmm.
put.
Mm-hmm.
So I can add points to it and in a better way and see to it if I can post it regularly. That is one thing that I can do in the next week. Yes,
Okay,
other
so
than
so
what I'm already doing additional.
so can I suggest one small exercise right away?
Definitely.
Okay, so we talked about two Nikitas. Yes. So right now, first allow this Nikita who is, you know, thinking around things but not focused. What is she wanting to say?
She's saying that there is vacation upcoming. So the little one takes up all my time. He wants to keep talking to me. He wants me to play with him. So yes, that is the one thing. Then there are other things at home that we have to take up by default. Yeah. So
Okay.
I feel that I'll have to steal out time for the
Let's take a time off, take a deep breath. So the Nikita that is not right now you feel is not focusing is saying that okay, there's vacation coming up. That child demands all my time. I have other things to do. Right? Take a deep breath. We've heard her. Yeah, first hear that one because her concerns are also valid. Because you are that is a mother Nikita also speaking that oh my god, he will get up, he'll come in, he'll ask me to do this, he'll ask me, and that is very valid. Alright. Okay. Now let's bring in the streamlining Nikita. Okay, that's the coach Nikita kind of a person. She's not strict, but her job is to streamline you. Alright. Now go into that role and say what would you say to this Nikita?
she is saying that be kind of on yourself even if you are not able to do what you had planned for. Don't feel guilty or that same criticizing attitude. I think I need to put that aside and say that be gentler, be kinder, and it's okay if it didn't happen today, but
Mm-hmm.
see to it that the same thing doesn't go on a repeat mode.
All right. So she's wanting you to be kinder, right? Not feel guilty, right? And it's okay if one thing shifts into the next day. All right. But now, may I again suggest one more exercise? Like, if this Nikita wants to give you homework, what would that homework be? This is the philosophy she gave. Don't be guilty. It's okay. Be kinder. No rush. If she has to give you two specific homework, what would that be?
Completing the things that already need to be done in a faster way. Like if I'm doing something taking 1 hour to do it, I would try to do it in say 45 minutes and spare those 15 minutes to work towards what I really want to.
Okay.
So that way, yes, one homework is that completing the regular tasks in a faster way.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing. The other thing is being more creative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. What does being more creative mean?
more creative is, I would say, sometimes when I am, say, I'm cooking or I'm bathing, I'm showering. Sometimes the thoughts that go on in loop mode are not worthy of time and energy that they take. So instead of that, if I can think about the content that I want to put in, how I can improve it, what the tools that I can use, so that in the time that I've spared for myself, I can directly, put into implementation. And in that time, there is no need to think. I already have a background ready for me. I know I can
Okay.
do. I should do this.
So now that both Nikitas have spoken, okay, what are the two clear goals you want to give yourself? This is still, how do you say, that be more creative. How would you translate that be more creative into one task that will make you feel, yes, I am creative here? This is a creative project that I came up with. What
That
would
would
that be?
definitely be the post that I'm trying to prepare for almost a year or something now.
Here, all right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's a long time.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us this post. What is this post about?
Yeah, so this is more about the holistic dentistry that I talked about. It is all around my work and my long term goal of connecting dentistry uh, to overall health, like the oral health to overall health, how medically also it is very important to have a healthy mouth. That is one thing. And the other thing is holistic dentistry. The other thing is sustainable dentistry.
Okay, so you said that I want to come up with this one post. All right. What is the timeline you want to give yourself to this post?
That is a difficult question because now I don't even know which diary has my content post.
Okay. So let's bring that part out. Then what are the steps you need to take in order for this post to happen?
First of all, I need to look for my diary and re-look into what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, then it's easy, but implementation is the only setback for me.
Yeah. So that is why I am staying in this moment and asking, like, if you had to put a timeline to this post, what would that timeline be?
I can do it. I can prepare it by tomorrow and post it by Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying that if you make this post by Tuesday, today is Saturday. Amazing. So that's one goal you have given. Okay. And how do you hold yourself accountable for it? By Tuesday, for this post to happen, how do you hold
Why
yourself
not
accountable?
tomorrow itself? That is what you want to ask.
Uh, See, basically, it's like we tell ourselves that I am going to do it. Now, when we were children, we had a teacher. If I don't do this, she is going to shout it. If I don't do this, if we had a teacher we like, she's like, I don't want her to not, be happy with me. So I will do this. Now, that we did as children. Now we are adults, right? So, how do we create that accountability for ourselves
Hmm.
so that you do this?
Yeah, I need to keep coming back to myself, about prioritizing what I want to do.
Hmm.
That is only that way. That is the only thing I can fall back to. Even I want to do it. I want to, and largely speaking, like it is also for a greater cause. This is something that is not limited to me. I don't think it will benefit me in any way.
Hmm.
It's just for a greater cause where I feel a lot. I'm a gardener and I also do sustainable practices for myself. So that is something I want to take it to a larger level. Even if it is, if I can change one life, if I can change the perspective of even one person just by asking them to do it, and if they start doing it, that is a win for me.
So you
So,
have the motivation, you have the why in your hand. Yes,
yeah.
that why you want to do this. Okay. And that you're saying that would it serve as accountability? because we are still looking at that on Tuesday. I'm going to put up this post. What happens if you say it aloud right now?
Um, More affirmation, I guess. I'm telling
No,
my brain.
right now, if I may ask you, like, can you
Hmm.
say this sentence?
I can say the sentence that I would put it out by Tuesday.
Hmm. When you
Yes.
say would, what happens? Close your eyes and say, I would put the post.
I will put a post by Tuesday. Yes.
Okay, I will put a post.
Yes.
Right. So if you're looking again at a motivation scale, okay, one being not motivated to make this post at all, and 10 being totally motivated to make the post. Where are you?
No, I am motivated enough because
Yeah.
even if I don't find that diary,
Mm-hmm.
suppose if I'm not able to locate it, but if I have decided, since I am
Mm-hmm.
a perfectionist again, that will become an asset. If
Mm-hmm.
I promised somebody, that today, if I'm making it a promise that no, by Tuesday there will be a post coming up,
Okay.
then if even if that diary doesn't come, I know what I want to do. So I don't need
Right.
that for
All right. So you're very clear that I have coming to myself means if I've said it, I will do it.
I will do it. Yeah.
Okay. So the
The
will is very
Salman
important.
Khan's famous dialogue.
Yes. Say it. No, say it for us.
Yes, I will put a post that connects dentistry to sustainability by Tuesday.
Amazing. All right. So you have a goal. All right. So we start with our clarity goal. All right. Where are you right now? If you have to like bring yourself back to this point, how clear are you right now? Or what clarity have you achieved in this session?
Yes, I would not say clarity, but I would say I feel more empowered
Mm-hmm.
because, goals were there, only they didn't have a dedicated timeline.
Hmm. Okay.
So the goals were hanging somewhere in the air. Now they have picked up a day.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so I feel more empowered, I would say.
Okay. So what was useful for you in today's session?
Mm, The way, you guide, okay, that was the most useful thing. You are a great listener,
Okay.
and
Thank you.
sometimes for people like me who are not expressive, you can take out words. Yeah, so thank you so much for that. You know that you exactly know that if the other person is not able to put out something, how do I pose a question to which they can better put put it in a better way, and so that they gain more clarity. That is something I took from you today. Being a listener is
Okay.
a good thing to have.
Okay. Being a listener is a good thing to have. Okay. So how will you now use this particular thing or this session in your life? For the goal of Tuesday zooming in, of course, is there, but how would you use all that you have learned today?
Yeah, so Tuesday is just one goal. If I am not doing it some other time again, then I would be in the same place where I was today before the session.
Mm.
So if I want to make the most of it, I'll have to, and of course, you will not be there every time. So I will have to be that person, who will keep giving the goals to herself and
So,
keep achieving it. Yes,
yeah, so the streamlining Nikita also has to come up from time to
yes,
time to
it
kind of
keeps coming up. Yes,
to tell you. Yeah. Okay, and we have a little one coming in. He wants some attention.
keeping yes.
Yes. All right. So if you have to like kind of say something to feel complete, what would you want to say?
Um, if I would say that I feel lighter actually now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel light more than empowered because in years, I don't think I've felt this much heard like I felt today. Because those deep conversations don't happen mostly with anybody if you don't have somebody who is judgment free. So that is something that I feel very light.
Thank you for saying that, because for me, you have been a very courageous person today to bringing yourself here to be able to share what it is that is, there to even say that I'm not able to do this. Yes. So if you want to tell somebody, to people who are like kind of not seeking the support of somebody to hear, or going and taking their issues and trying to do it all by themselves, what would you want to tell, people who will listen to this session,
Yeah,
you know
I would tell them that there are lots and lots of support groups going on. You also have them to for continuous reminders. Support groups are a huge help. Just like I am in your group, and your tagline or something that you might have said someday, one of your posts, things that you as a counselor keep posting. You don't know what will help whom. You just post as general. So from there, we as clients, or we as seekers, take up what suits us the best. So I would advise to join such groups, and from time to time be active in them. That is one thing. The other thing is, if there is really a deep problem going on, then take personal sessions, take help, because the perspective from someone who is on the clear side or the neutral side is always very different from what our clouded mind has. And sometimes if it is a family or something that at work that is stressing us out, then nobody from that group is going to give that kind of support, because they are all in the same environment. So a neutral opinion is always welcome, and that only a counselor can give, or some confidant, that
yeah.
they can listen to us actively, and then bring out the answers from inside of us. As for today, you have not told me a lot of things. It is me who has brought out, and you are just prompting me to speak.
Right.
So that is a huge help, that everything, all the answers are inside me, but it is a guide who takes you there, just holds your hand. They don't push you, they don't nothing. It's just, they are just there, they are just there, helping you, being you.
Okay, wow, I couldn't have said this better. This is so beautiful. And this is really heartfelt that has come out. That is why, like, I let you have. It's like I couldn't have said this better. And that is the aim of this particular exercise that I have, embarked on. That I want women to go out there, seek support. Family may be really in love with you, and they really love you, but sometimes they just cannot give you the perspective that, you know, is required. So,
And for women, now the scenario is a little different, but mostly since today's women's day, I would also like to add that we are a lot of times taken for granted. So, yes, all the women, whoever is listening, no offense to men, you people are also great, but it is all mostly it's us who underestimate ourselves rather than somebody around us doing it. So, yeah, to all the women, feel more empowered.
yes.
Today is
And
your day, so
yeah, do
our
whatever
day.
it takes. Yeah,
Yes,
whatever it takes to streamline yourself and go out there and take your dreams. On a fast forward. Don't wait for things to happen. Yeah. And I'll also look forward to the Tuesday post. Yes,
definitely.
yeah. Where can people find you if people want to follow you? People want to understand your holistic approach. Where can they find you?
Yeah, so on Instagram, I run a page, and it's called the Unconventional Dentist page.
Oh. Wow, that's
So
an amazing name. Unconventional
thank you
techniques.
so much. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope I can bring out more value from that.
Yes, yes, and I'm hoping and I'm wishing you good luck. Yes, take your dreams, take those posts by your hand, and simply start posting. Right? That is so true. You picked up well. Then just start. My whole mantra is that take the post and just start.
Yes.
Yes, so I look forward to seeing all those posts. Right? I also give you a follow. I don't know why I'm not following you. I'll do that today, right away after the show ends. All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, so happy Women's, and thank you for making my Women's Day. I would say it's a wonderful conversation,
Thank you
and
so much. And it's definitely vice versa. You
yeah,
made my day too. I'm definitely taking a point or two for myself to work on in the short term. Yeah.
yes, absolutely,
And I'll
and have
keep coming back to you if I have
sure,
problems. I'm telling
absolutely.
you.
Yes, that group is there for you. You anybody also, I'll put the link to the group. All right, it's no promotion and all, but yes, we do have long conversations over there. Yeah, Nikita also puts up long posts. There are other women who are putting up long posts. And I would say the last, happy unschooling if you do embark on that decision for your little one.
That
So,
time also I'll keep approaching
yeah,
you. That is for sure because I now see how your children are coming out beautifully.
yes, yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful decision, but it comes with its own, how do you say, planning.
Challenges. Yes.
Yes. So, uh, permission to end it. Yes, can I end the live stream? Yes, it
I
is.
thank you